What does it take to be an alpha male? I can already see you guys scrambling. Oh, who's gonna answer that question? I don't know what it takes to be an alpha male. Not to worry, because this 6'4" attractive, Thai skinned looking specimen will answer that for you. Number one, at 12 o'clock every night, you have to growl on your porch. If your neighbor's fermented egg is trying to sleep and your growl is not disturbing them, sorry to say, but looks like you're submerged in the Matrix. Number two, you have to sell a course that will essentially lure innocent people into your Instagram bio, which will consequently drown them in severe levels of debt. And lastly, you have to start a podcast. We need to talk about things that have no business being talked about. We need to talk about effective morning routines where you rise at 3 o'clock in the morning. You might be thinking, what do I have to do at 3 o'clock in the morning? What has any breathing organism had to do at 3 o'clock in the morning? You need to start playing with your phalanges. You need to touch each one of your toes with extreme touchability. Now you might be wondering, Ahmed, what on earth is going on? And I'll be honest, I would love to tell you. For the past couple of months, my friends have been sending me reels of alpha males on Instagram. And obviously because I've decided to indulge in some of the content they've sent me, my whole explore page has just become unexplorable. Every time I fling open Instagram, it's just a Milfibian wearing oxygen. Absolutely nothing talking about why I should buy his $6 billion course. So I've decided to gather a couple of these videos and I thought, you know what, let's go ahead and watch these together. Like one big family, you know? I know my eyes look like I've taken every element on the periodic table, but I am not high. I've never been high. I've never indulged in any illegal substance. I'm filming this video at 1 a.m. It is Ramadan, so, you know, fasting and stuff. I just feel like I have more energy when I've kind of got something in my digestive system. But this is what I'm willing to do. I know my children need to be fed, so I will feed you with some horrifying content. You thought you're gonna get a break from me. No, you're not. Your eye lobes will suffer. Without further ado, let's go ahead and watch some of this gruesome content.
People look at me as soon as I walk in and they're like, who is this guy? I look like I'm going to hurt somebody.
You look like you sell car insurance to Shrek characters. You also seem like you're in some dire need of delusion. I don't think you have enough of it. My first question is, when has that ever been a good thing? Why would anyone want to look like they could harm people? That's not a flex. That shouldn't be flexible. You just flexed something that some of the top serial killers in the world would probably talk about in their documentaries on Netflix. Hey, Michael Phelps, you've killed millions of people. Wait, Michael Phelps is a swimmer. Sorry, Michael. If you're watching this, just keep swimming. Don't listen to this. Michael Phelps, you've killed millions of people. What made you know that you were just going to be an assassinator? I mean, of course, look, my mom always told me when I walked in a room, I looked like I was gonna harm people. So she knew I wasn't for the pizzeria. I'm almost certain Michael Phelps is not a New York Italian. I just watched that one clip from Zootopia of the guinea pig or hamster. I don't want to mishamster him. So whatever that thing was, he was speaking in the New York accent and it just, you know, it just grew on me. But the thing is, what even is the purpose of this video? Like, no one is going to watch this and say, okay, yes, I want to buy his course. I want to look like I harm people. People look at me and they think, oh, I'm such a lovey-dovey guy. No one has said that ever, unless they're clinically insane.
I don't look like I walk into a place and I'm just coming to have a good time. I'm coming to eat lunch. When I walk in, it's like I'm literally going to hurt somebody.
What is your niche, bro? Assassin's Creed? What is your goal here? You know, me and my wife, we always go to this burger spot and they're always confused because I never look like I'm going to eat burgers. I just look like I'm going to eat the cashier. But that's the thing with these alpha males. Their testosterone is just so base boosted. They don't see things the same way we see it. Normal human beings, we just go to eat lunch. We're just going to sustain some sustenance. What can we do? We're default skins. It's just in our innate nature to just want to eat lunch normally. Just indulge in the Caesar salad. Not this dude. Caesar salad? No. Julius Caesar. I'm here to colonize this restaurant. I'm here to slide tackle 97-year-old ladies who finally got to leave the retirement home to have, you know, just a meal outside with the rest of the earth. But honestly, I can relate because sometimes when I growl a little too much, I realize, you know what, I don't look funny and lovey and dovely. No, I look like I want to literally make people log out of this server. That was a pretty good warm-up. I do feel like we've kind of set the mood a little bit. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Just to get a better idea of what these Instagram real alpha males are on.
You need to talk down to them.
Why would you ever intro an intro like that? We need to talk down to women. What if somebody's coordinates are fighting relegation? What if they are microscopic? What if they're Mario Kart obstacles? What do? Because they're going to be looking upwards at their lady. Does that mean that they have to look down at the ground to kind of just get this bounce off the ground? Just bounce their speech off the ground so it can go up to their woman? Or are they just coordinately cooked. Obviously, as a 6'4" alpha male, I'm just asking so we can brainstorm, you know, it's just from mind to mind. Can we mold something dangerous for the earth to think upon? Immediately, no. Why do we need to talk down to women? I'm not even just saying this as like, I want to understand where you're coming from. I don't think we should understand where you're coming from. But just for the sake of the video, I'm going to allow your cranium to reveal what sort of criminal behavior it's been thinking of.
I want you to picture this. You're at a coffee shop. You notice a cute girl with her friend. You walk up to the barista. You're going to order your coffee, but you say it like this. Can I have a coffee, please? The barista then asks you, what kind of coffee? What type of size? What is your name? You're doing this because you're afraid.
Or maybe you're doing this because it's your first time ordering liquid cacao beans at that specific liquid cacao bean shop. And you just don't really know what to do. And you happen to be the first person in the line, so you didn't really get a time or the chance to look at the menu properly and organize your thoughts. I also love how he's left no area for us to escape. We are doing this because we are afraid. That is it. Full stop. There's no other reasoning. Oh, your mom just died in a car crash? Doesn't matter. Okay, why would you be ordering coffee right after your mom died in a car crash? But let's just say in an unperfect world, somebody's mom dies in a car crash. Can I get an espresso with 20 shots of espresso? I don't order espresso, but that's the way I would assume it would be espressoed. Oh yeah, sure. Do you want any flavoring in that? Sorry, my incubator just, yeah. So but remember, this is an unperfect world. So the barista actually saw this Instagram reel and she's like, wait a minute, are you afraid? Loser, get a grip. Also, this just never happens at coffee shops. Coffee shops are not like a Tinder battle arena. You don't just walk into a coffee shop, notice a cute girl, and then think, oh, you know what? That's a nice pair of breathing X chromosomes. Let me show you how I'm gonna impress her. If I order this coffee order seamlessly, if I know exactly what I want, every unmale in my vicinity is going to gravitate towards me. I'm going to become an unmale magnet. This is not How I Met Your Mother. You are not Barney Stinson, okay? You're just Barney. This is how I met everything but your mother. This is how I met a case. This is how I met a judge. This is how I met my lawyer. That's what it is.
Imagine instead you confidently say, hey, just a medium iced black Americano to go for Jose. Thanks. By being direct, authoritative, and then ending on a downward inflection.
On a downward inflection. Forget like trying to impress a woman, right? Like, why would any breathing organism gravitate towards you? Because of speaking on a downward inflection. What are you, a roller coaster? We never needed to bring the word inflection anywhere near this hypothetical. It was never that deep. But clearly he knows inflections really well. So I'm just curious. If that's a downward inflection, we have, I'm assuming, upward inflection, right inflection, left inflection. What other inflections can we inflect in? I can assure you, if you speak to anybody in a downward inflection, it's gonna end in a deflection. The ball is going out of bounds. You are not scoring. But yeah, this is just some of the disturbing content that I've been disturbicized by very much recently.
2 words you'll never hear me say: please and sorry. Those are not in my vocabulary. They shouldn't be in your vocabulary.
I don't know table manners, so you shouldn't have it either. I want to give him the doubt of the benefit, and I just want to understand why please and sorry are not in his dictionary. I just want to know why they're fiction in his diction.
If you offended someone, there's a way of going about it. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean to disrespect you. My intentions weren't to hurt you. For please, if you don't mind handing me this, with all due respect, can I get this? With love, may I ask you for this? Very simple.
POV, when I'm in a don't say please and sorry competition, but I'm up against a guy that owns 20 shawarma shops. I got a question for the Lebanese Andrew Fate. Why are we telling people to not use basic human decency? Why are we teaching them how to avoid it? He also says very simple at the end. No, it's very unsimple. That was the most advanced method of doing what you did.
Please and sorry, this is begging for someone's mercy or begging for someone's attention. All right? We don't do that.
Okay, I know we're like trying to analyze his content, but I gotta give it to him. That outro, world class. I'm definitely finessing it. I'm going to use it at the end of this video. That's my outro now. Sorry, I'm stealing it from you. But please and sorry, you might as well be homeless. You might as well be Jason Nash. You might as well open a TikTok live and ask people to give you gifts. Send me lion, send me flower, send me rose. That's you. Because you said please and sorry. You had basic human decency. You know what? You're a beggar. Also, shout out to all the homeless people around the world. I don't know what this was. This was Wakanda. I don't know what that has to do with homeless people. Shout out to all the homeless people around the world. Hope you guys get homes. I don't know why you're waiting for me to say something. I'm not going to make a joke about that. Obviously, as an alpha male myself, I really understand the methodology here. It's what I told you. We sit in front of the microphone and we talk about stuff that has no business being talked about. Nobody asked for this. Like, nobody was wondering, okay, I'm really sick of saying please and sorry. I'm sick of being nice to other people and actually being apologetic for what I've done. I want to tell them that, but without really telling them that. I want to tell them please and sorry, but in a condescending way where it doesn't really feel like I'm actually saying it. I want to feel really disingenuous, okay? I just want to feel like an absolute villain when I'm saying please and sorry. How can I do that? Not to fear, not to fear. We actually have an alpha male that deals with things like that. We actually have a guy who's already figured that out for you. That's kind of just sprouted an idea in my mind. I want to start an alpha male agency where I just own other alpha males, and if people have questions, they can question us, they can pay a certain amount of money, and I just deploy one of the alpha males to help them escape the matrix. We're not doing it for our own pockets or our own benefits. We just want other males to have base boosted testosterone as well.
I asked God, why are you putting me through rough waters? And you know what he replied? Because your enemies can't swim.
The only thing that can't swim is your hair, because the amount of gel that you've submerged it in, it's just become immune to all other elements. I want to say this in a weird wordage way, but he's just a grown man. This is a grown man. He is pushing over the integer limit numbers. Why is he making it sound like he's talking to God on Telegram? Like, not even as a joke. Like, God did not tell you this.
Also believe water is a scam. Water is a solvent, so it's dissolving your body. The fact that people say it's hydrating your cells.
I don't know where that question posed from, but I don't think that question should ever be able to pose. What do you mean H2O is a scam? What do you mean it dissolves your body? We're still here. I drink water every single day. Am I just going to disintegrate? Is that what you're saying? I guess he is right to a certain extent though, because if water was dissolving us, then I guess a lot of our issues would be dissolved. Actually, they would be completely dissolved because there would be no one to be able to solve them.
It's not a carbohydrate, it's not a fat, it's not a protein, literally a solvent. You put any type of material in water, it dissolves it. That's what it's doing to your body.
Okay, so I thought that was satire at the beginning, but apparently not. No, he actually believes water is dissolving you. So guys, if you do believe him, don't drink water anymore, guys. Yeah, if you're thirsty, just charge it, mate.
If you want to hydrate, you have fats, you have juices, you have something that your cells can actually utilize.
Bro, this guy is a philosopher. Forget Socrates, he is Soc-en-ratus. Your throat looks like the Sahara Desert. If we put a microscope inside your tubes, your tubes would have mirages because of how dry it was. Go chug a bunch of burgers down your throat so that you just completely eliminate the chances of you surviving. We've had scientists, we've had philosophers, we've had people with immense amounts of knowledge on this planet before talking about the benefits of water and how it's so beneficial to us and why it's almost, look, he's kind of colonizing my mind already. It is a necessity for you to live. But no, this dude above Subway Surfers gameplay, which by the way, that Subway Surfers gameplay is absolutely nuts. I don't know if you guys were actually watching it. That dude is super unemployed because he was doing Subway Surfers without surfing on any of the objects. He also didn't really come with any scientific proof. Oh, water doesn't have protein and carbohydrates. Okay. Is that the only requirement for something to be beneficial? You really love your friend? He's really nice. He's a really good guy. He's a kind-hearted soul. Okay. But does he have any carbs? Does he have any protein? Okay, then what do I need him for? I'm trying to get this calorie intake. That makes it sound like you're just doing homie mukbangs. Don't eat your friends, guys. I feel like that goes on spot. It's mainly for this dude above the Subway Surfer stuff. But yeah, Jim, we're going to need you to get a restraining order from every single microphone. Don't get near that technology anymore.
So I'm thinking to myself, yo, what if I just...
Please don't do that. Don't think to yourself. Any guy that wears a shirt that says visionary and is saying, so I'm thinking to myself, don't. Because when you think, it's just dangerous for every breathing organism. It's not safe. It's not safe on Earth anymore. We have to evacuate. Please don't think. Don't get safe space. Okay, don't get any time to yourself. You need to be surrounded by medical professionals who understand what you're going to whip out is severely damaging.
Eat liver and drink and tell myself, yo, like, what if it only affects the liver that I eat, not my actual liver?
I think he's onto something. He's cooking. Actually, no, he's not cooking. He's burning. He's burning everything. The house is on fire. Stop. What do you think this is? Substitution jutsu? I don't drink, so I'm not going to look down on you. I'm not going to downward inflection you, okay? This is an upward inflection. I'm saying you drink, okay? You like to indulge in that. Just accept accept the fact that you are drinking. Don't try and purchase livers. That's not going to help you, mate. And organs are not based on intention. You can't just look at your kidney and say, okay, when I eat this plate of biryani, I want it to go straight to my kidney. That's not how the human body works.
And the thing is about placebo effect is that no matter if it's placebo or not, it still works.
You can't just be liver hopping. The thing with placebo effect is, yes, if you think something is going to heal you or benefit you, your body does produce certain things that will help you get better, but it doesn't work on this scale. So I guess you could say some organs are based on intentions, but not like this. You can't just grab livers and just say, all right, you know what? I'm feeling cheeky today. I want that alcohol to go straight to the liver. No, it doesn't do that. I mean, he will go to the liver, the one that you don't want it to be livering in, but he's not going to that refurbished liver just because you commanded it to. Jack Daniels doesn't listen to you, okay? Jack Daniels is swimming where he wants. Look, I don't want to just make fun of the guy. I'm gonna try my own little placebo effect here. I want 1 million subscribers, and I intend to have 1 million subscribers. The thing is, with placebo effect, even if it doesn't make sense, it still works. So that's gonna work. I'm just probably gonna have 1 million subscribers. Yeah. Anyways, I just want to apologize for the voyage. I've been gone for a month. I haven't been consistent on a lot of my platforms. Just honestly, I've been getting absolutely violated by school, and majority of the professors I have this semester are borderline criminals. So on top of the classes not being that easy, I also have professors that are unable to profess. So if you're wondering why I haven't been as consistent as of recent, that is the reason, but I am planning to put my education to the side and prioritize what matters. YouTube, because that is the only place that is probably going to allow me to have some sort of employment in the future. It's been really nice seeing you guys. I think it's only right that I end this video off on a growl. 3, 2, 1. Bro, look at me. Look at me. Do you think somebody of this stature should be growling? I'm a mature, civilized individual. I'm not going to growl for YouTube. I haven't hit that low yet, okay? I'm not fighting relegation yet. Okay? I'm not doing that.